What's up, guys? It is I, the K-Dog, and today we'll be talking about Yandere Simulator. For those of you who don't know, it's a game about this girl. She likes a guy, kills people to get the guy. It's not finished, but it's surely a game, I can tell you that. So, something I've noticed is that, if you look into the lore itself, you realize it's way too complicated. Like, the kind of thing you'd find in all those really wordy novels that no one gives a crud about. So, not only am I going to simplify it, going to add my own traits and, just figure out some stuff. Feel free to like and subscribe and enjoy the video. And, P.S. I sort of need to, I need food to live, so subscribe. We'll start by talking about the main character of the game, Ayana Aishi, and her family. Those of you who are familiar with this game will know that the developer has created a full-on family tree to describe why one character would need to have the feeling in order to fall in love with someone and have the passion to kill them. Now, personally, I don't think it makes any sense. A generational curse? Doesn't seem to fall right in, does it? Now, I think that maybe you should have just done what the YouTubers do and given her a mental illness, like the one showing up on screen right now. Don't ask why I have videos of mental illnesses on my phone. Just shut up and listen. Pick one. I don't know. Either of these could work either way for her behavior. However, we are going to need a way to fit Infochan in here, including with the theory that she's connected with journalists. I think we'll be able to add that in here, which is why we're still going to keep her mother and her father. This story of mine involves a little friend, the journalist, all the way back in 1980s Academy High. A murder had occurred through the halls of the school, murdering Sumire, commonly known as the bathroom ghost. A few students were in the halls around that time of murder, including Ryoba Aishi, who had been, I don't know what she'd been doing. It was just not. Eventually, you know that feeling you get when you go into a store, you don't buy anything and you leave? Yeah, she had something like that. Let's just simplify it. Fear. She was scared. Even though she had nothing to do with it, she still felt fear in her guts. I mean, who wouldn't be scared when you're being interrogated by the police? The police had taken it as the fear of being intimidated, had taken it as just intimidation. But the journalist had seen it as a clue. He had been going around stalking Ryoba in order to find any proof that she could have killed Sumire. But he found nothing. All he got was a restraining order from Ryoba's family to stay away from them. I mean, fair, stalking their kid. And then, few thousand years later, into the future, into the current year of Academy High. That's where Infochan comes into place. There's a theory speculating that Infochan is the journalist's child, which would be really clever, actually, yeah. So let's say that journalists had acquired Infochan in order to help him to still spy on the academy family. Little did he know, this year might be the jackpot, because unlike Ryoba, Ayano is going to be guilty of many murders. Now, let's say that Infochan is a lot smarter than he was due to the advanced technology of their time, like setting up cameras and bugs in certain rooms around the school that could only be identified through a red flashing light that could be quite hard to see. You'd have to look in really close, and maybe they'd be, where they were would probably be on the website or something. Now, the way you choose to play the game will determine whether you get arrested at the end or not. But then again, you'd also need to upgrade your speaking in order to sound not nervous and intimidate, and you maybe even intimidate the police yourself. If you mainly murder, but in the room. Okay, so I think an ultimate ending would be if you mainly murder in the rooms that acquire cameras and bugs, and you and you react and you have fear while being intimidated by the police, then you just immediately get arrested. The police officer's suspicion level will just raise all the way up. Now, if you murder in rooms that like aren't bugged, but still have intimidation, well, to be honest, I think like there should be just be like a little intimidation scan. I'm not too sure. Well, if you murder mainly, you're going to get arrested. Make a duh. Well, but if you use passive methods like gossiping or getting them expelled or whatever with InfoChan's help, well, then it's simple. You're just going, well, you're probably just going to get like expelled or suspended since they technically aren't crimes. But using methods like maybe matchmaking or something else, well, then I don't think you can really get punished for that, can ya? Okay. Yeah, so that's how it should probably link the connection between them. I would go a bit deeper, but to be honest, it's too early for this. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. It took me approximately 2 days to make, but then again, as you can tell, I got a bit lazy with the editing. Well, if there's any other thing that you would like me to investigate or just simplify in general, because personally, I think things are way too complicated. Are math teachers making most videos nowadays or something? Anywho, sure to like, subscribe, comment. I beg if you follow this channel more often. Eventually, if you show, maybe if you showed up more, I post more often. Yeah, I'm gonna make this your fault now. It's all of a sudden your fault. Yeah. Anywho, bye and love yourself.